This story really ignited the moment Cardi B revealed her pregnancy. On live television, she confirmed the news. And the father, according to reports and heavy fan speculation, is Stefon Diggs. This wasn't just a personal announcement, it was a cultural earthquake. Almost instantly, social media lit up with reactions. Fans pointed out the tension brewing between Offset and Stefon Diggs, claiming Offset was pressing him through subtle comments, shady behavior, and rumored behind-the-scenes moves. None of this has been officially confirmed, but the timing was enough to convince people that Offset couldn't hold back once the announcement dropped. And that's where the drama starts. Did Cardi's pregnancy news trigger Offset into pressing Stefon Diggs out of jealousy, or was this just a coincidence the internet ran with? To really understand why fans believe Offset presses Stefon Diggs after Cardi's pregnancy news, you have to look at their history. Offset and Cardi's relationship has always been messy. Secret marriage, cheating rumors, public breakups, and multiple reconciliations. They share 3 kids together, and after years of ups and downs, they finalized their divorce in 2024. But here's where speculation comes in. Even after the split, Offset kept dropping cryptic messages online, lyrics, interviews, and social posts that fans interpreted as him not being fully over Cardi. Some even believe he still thought he had a shot at getting her back. So when Cardi announced her pregnancy with Stefon Diggs, it wasn't just another headline. For many, it looked like the ultimate signal that Cardi had officially moved on. And that's when the theory started that Offset was pressing Stefon Diggs out of pride, jealousy, or maybe a bruised ego. Because if Offset truly believed there were no upgrades after him, then Cardi being with Stefon and pregnant might be the one thing that actually proves him wrong. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs first sparked rumors back in early 2025, when they were spotted together at multiple events. By June, the two officially went public, confirming what fans had already pieced together. Now here's the part that stinks for Offset. Stefon Diggs isn't just another guy, he's a superstar in the NFL, a face of the Buffalo Bills and one of the league's most marketable players. Pairing him with Cardi B, one of the biggest female rappers in the world, instantly created what people called a power couple. When Cardi announced she was pregnant with Diggs' child, it locked in their status as something real, not just a fling. And while that's fact, the speculation is that this is exactly why Offset started pressing Stefon Diggs. Fans say the success of Cardi and Stefon together makes Offset look like the past, and his comments ever since seem fueled by that insecurity. Which is why so many believe the headline, Offset presses Stefon Diggs after Cardi B announces her pregnancy, isn't just clickbait. It's the perfect summary of how Offset really feels. Not long after Cardi's pregnancy news with Stefon Diggs broke, Offset appeared on the Joe Budden podcast. And this is where things really got messy. He said, "I've never seen anybody leave me and then go up after. There's no upgrades here." Now, the fact is, Offset made that statement, but the speculation is who it was aimed at. Fans immediately assumed he was talking about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Some argued he was just speaking in general, but the timing was too perfect to ignore. Memes flooded the internet, with Stefon Diggs labeled the upgrade, and Offset painted as the bitter axe. And that's when people started saying this was Offset's way of pressing Diggs. Not physically, not directly, but through sly comments meant to undercut him. For many fans, this wasn't just shade, it was Offset presses Stefon Diggs in front of millions of viewers, right after Cardi B announced her pregnancy. The internet did what it always does. It exploded. Within hours of Cardi's pregnancy announcement and Offset's no upgrades comment, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok were on fire. Hashtags like Cardi and Stefon, hashtag no upgrades, and even hashtag pressed Offset started trending.
Fans loyal to Cardi clowned Offset, saying he was clearly bitter and couldn't handle the fact that she had moved on. Offset supporters clapped back, claiming he was just speaking his truth and wasn't even talking about Stefon Diggs out. But rumors of Offset pressing Diggs behind the scenes only added fuel to the fire, even though none of those claims have been confirmed. The headlines framed it as a showdown, Offset versus Stefon Diggs, and even though no direct confrontation has been proven, the narrative stuck. Because from the outside looking in, the internet saw one man glowing with Cardi B by his side and another looking completely pressed.
While the internet dissected Offset's every word, Cardi B played the game differently. Her pregnancy announcement didn't just make headlines, it boosted her brand. She's rolling out a new album, teasing a massive tour, and even poking fun at herself, telling fans, buy the album so I can afford diapers. That's fact, but here's where speculation comes in. Some fans believe Cardi is purposely ignoring Offset's shade to make him look smaller, like he's the bitter ex shouting from the sidelines while she levels up with Stefon Diggs. Others think her latest single, Outside, might even contain subtle digs at Offset, though she hasn't confirmed it. Either way, Cardi is winning the narrative. She is unbothered, focused on her career, and glowing with Stefon by her side. And that's why fans keep repeating the headline, Offset presses Stefon Diggs after Cardi B announces her pregnancy. Because every time Cardi shines, it makes Offset look even more pressed.
Offset should be focused on one thing right now, his upcoming album Kiari. This was supposed to be his big moment, his chance to step out of the shadows and redefine himself as a solo artist. That's the fact. But here's the speculation. Instead of headlines about his music, all the buzz is about him pressing Stefon Diggs after Cardi's pregnancy announcement. Fans say the rollout for Kiari has been completely hijacked by drama. Every interview clip, every social post gets tied back to Cardi and Stefon, not his music. The risk, Offset gets remembered less as the rapper with the new album and more as the ex-husband who couldn't handle Cardi moving on. And if that narrative sticks, the title, Offset presses Stefon Diggs after Cardi B announces her pregnancy, might overshadow his entire album cycle.
Now let's separate what's confirmed from what's pure speculation. The facts are clear. Cardi B went live on CBS Mornings and announced she's pregnant with her fourth child, her first with NFL star Stefon Diggs. Offset has a new album Kiari on the way, and he recently made comments about how no one has ever upgraded after him. But the rumors are where this story really explodes. Fans online are convinced Offset has been pressing Stefon Diggs behind the scenes, whether through private calls, subliminal bars, or even lining up industry allies to shade the NFL star. None of that has been confirmed, but speculation is running wild. On social media, people are painting a picture of a jealous Offset struggling to keep his cool while Cardi grows in her new chapter. And that's why the internet can't let this go. Offset presses Stefon Diggs after Cardi B announces her pregnancy isn't just a headline, it's a cultural flashpoint. It's music, sports, love, and ego colliding in the public eye, and nobody knows what's coming next. But if there's one thing fans are sure of, this is only the beginning. So here we are, Cardi B stepping boldly into motherhood again, glowing with Stefon Diggs at her side while Offset battles rumors that he's pressing Diggs behind the scenes. The facts tell one story, but the speculation tells another, and right now, the internet is eating it up. Will Offset's album Kiari rise above the noise, or will this pregnancy announcement define the way fans see him for years to come? Will Stefon Diggs stay silent? Or will he eventually respond to all the whispers about Offset's so-called pressure? One thing's for sure, Offset presses Stefon Diggs after Cardi B announces her pregnancy is even just a headline. It's the start of hip-hop's next big storyline. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Whose side are you on? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more explosive breakdowns, and share this with a friend who needs the tea. Because if you think this drama is over, trust me, the next chapter is already being written.